Welcome to another day on the Journey Shechem. Please do the 2 warm-up questions as quickly as possible, and then we can move on. And I have a surprise for you. We are not having an assessment today. We are having a pre-test so that you can practice and get an idea of what to expect for the assessment. So we need to do the warm-up as quickly as possible so we can move on to some more practice. In number 1, we are determining the percent of oxygen in magnesium oxalate. This is a percent composition problem. I have my formula, and you can see how important it is that you understand how to get a formula from a name. And oxalate has a -2 charge, and magnesium is +2. So we write it as MgC2O4. Now I must get the formula mass, the gram formula mass. I have 1 magnesium with a mass of 24.3 that I get on the periodic chart, and 2 carbons, and each carbon has a mass of 12.0, and 4 oxygens, and each oxygen is 16.0. Now I go ahead and do the math again, and I come up with 24.3 for the magnesium, 24.0 for the 2 carbons, and 64.0 for the 4 oxygens. I add them up, and my total gram formula mass for this compound is 112.3 AMU. Then I take the mass of the oxygens and I divide it by my total mass times 100. And this number comes out to be 56.9902. And I always take percents to the tens place, just like I take my atomic mass units to the tens place. Therefore, I look here at the hundreds place to determine how I round this. Well, the 9 rounds the 9 up, and therefore it becomes 57.0% oxygen. And that's how I do a percent composition. The question in number 2 is asking for the gram formula mass, and therefore I find the formulas, and once again we are going over our formulas from words to formula. And sodium has a +1 charge and sulfate is -2. Therefore I need 2 sodiums to get to 0. 2 sodiums, and each one has an AMU of 23.0. Sulfur is 32.1, and 4 oxygens, and each oxygen is 16.0. I do the math again, and then I add up the numbers, and I get a total of 142.1 AMU. Sodium chloride is just sodium is +1 and chlorine is -1. Sodium is 23.0 and chlorine is 35.5. I add them together and I get 58.5 AMU. Sodium chlorate has 1 sodium, 23.0, 1 chlorine, 35.5, and 3 oxygens, and each oxygen is 16.0. I multiply it out and I find that the total mass is 106.5 AMU. Now, one thing I did want to review with you is to remember the gram formula mass is equal to AMU is equal to U is equal to the grams in 1 mole of the compound. And 1 mole is always Avogadro's number of 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd of tiny things, which are particles, molecules, formula units, and ions. And atoms as well. And therefore we need a very large number to get anything that is measurable on a scale. Now today, as I had said before, you're having a pretest, and this gives you the types of problems that you can expect tomorrow on the real test. However, on the real test there are only 6 problems for you to work out, and 6 fill in the blank and short answer questions worth 5 points each. So you know the format of the assessment that is coming tomorrow. Well, I know that you're happy to have this pretest so that you can practice and find out where your weaknesses are, and you can make up for those and get them all right tomorrow. And so I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye.